Your name, sir?
Ken Kato.
Ken Kato. In your role with Kindo?
I am the CSO for Kindo.
Otherwise known as a
Chief
very
Security?
important dude.
Oh, thank you.
So Ken, we're here at RSA. We're actually literally at the Flatiron Wine. We're having a little fireside chat down the way. You were part of that last night. And what's the vibe at RSA this year for you so far? The conversations you've had, the partnership potentials, the customer potentials, how's it been for you so far?
It's been very, very AI-centric. So our takeover for Oasis Grow as Web Revenue has been massively successful for one simple reason. We're able to have people come in and just talk about how we hack with AI.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting topic by itself, but also very educational.
Yes.
So we've been pressing on the education and ethical use of red team tools.
What gets you excited about where AI is? If I'll use a football analogy, we just had the NFL draft last week, so we still have a little football buzz. If AI in itself, in terms of the value, the solution outcomes that we're all achieving for, and let's face it, trying to get the audience more comfortable. I think that's the word I want to use. If we start on the 10-yard line, and we, Kindo, are trying to get as many people across the goal line in terms of the comfort level. Where do you think not only Kindo is, but the industry as a whole?
Gotcha. So to get past and make that first down for the comfort level, we're really talking about engaging people and understanding what their perspective about AI, more importantly, AI security is. So depending on who you speak to, you're going to have two different profiles. You're going to have the general use case of, I don't know what AI does and how it might do things, and I read a lot about it, to the highly informed, hey, I know how the data is stored, tell me what you guys do.
Okay.
No matter what, the intersection of the two comes down to what can I express in terms of trust. So let's talk first round picks. Let's talk draft, right?
Yeah.
So when we make our picks for first round, if you manage your first round,
I like
first
where
of
you're
all,
going with this,
congrats. But you're gonna make your pick because you know your first round pick, you know your top priorities.
Right.
But if you don't have first round, let's say you have seventh round.
Right.
You look for that sleeper.
Okay.
Right? And when you look for the sleeper in the seventh round, you don't look at the player, you look at the stats. And you also look at future potential. What's the upside of a given player in the next season?
Numbers don't lie.
Correct. So we look at stats and we express stats. We know what our security looks like. We express it both front. We also know what our contracting looks like with our AI vendor partners with third-party models, so we can tell you which models does what for fine-tuning and how safe they are.
What gets you excited about the architecture that Kindo has put together thus far and where it's going? I mean, feel free to maybe give a little tease to some of the roadmap that you're comfortable talking about. But in terms of what the majority are doing and how Kindo is not the majority. We're going outside and, quite frankly, some of the conversations I've had on the floor, we're definitely a game changer. So what excites you in terms of, from an architectural standpoint, what we're doing?
Love the question. First and foremost, we're an AI-native company. So here's what that really, really means. So today, especially when you're here at RSAC, you go on the floor, you can't throw a rock without hitting an AI booth.
Yeah, that's good, yes.
Right? So we understand that it's a saturated market, but what really, really differentiates us, we built our platform from the ground up.
Right.
So we came out about 4 months before OpenAI came out of stealth. What that really means is back then, there was no third-party libraries to work around. There was no LangChain. So we didn't have a choice only to build it from the ground up and become an AI-native company, which really does pay dividends today. So today, we're able to actually express security in really fascinating ways. And the way we built our platform, we're able to quickly iterate. We actually did give LangChain a try. We took a look at it, and it scaled well. And in fact, the performance wasn't great, so we pivoted back to a fully custom-built platform.
So listen, CISOs are the rock stars behind it all. There's a lot of stress on your shoulders. There's a lot of pressure for you to do the right things to keep your company safe and sane. But speaking of rock stars, I always like to talk about bringing out the other side when you're not working the 9 to 5 or the 9 to 9 on the weekends. What kind of a six string do we have? This guy is a rock star.
Thank you.
What kind of six string? What's your favorite one that you have up on the wall in the man cave, in the Ken cave?
Yeah, so there's one guitar I play in my entire music career. It's a Gothic Les Paul that I bought new.
Wow.
And it's
a Gothic.
It was a flat black Les Paul, silver Les Paul logo on the back.
Man.
It was a 50th anniversary edition.
Unbelievable.
And got a great deal. The fun story about that
Yeah.
one. So a buddy of mine was working at Guitar Center.
Okay.
And he hated his job.
Okay.
And at the time, I had a Jackson Kelly because I play metal.
Yeah.
And I wanted to trade it in. I had a case and all. So my buddy decided to discount the Les Paul because of a ding.
Okay. Yeah.
It was a Ford demo model.
blemish.
And then it was this and that. So by the time it was all said and done after trade-in, I got a brand new Les Paul Gothic with a case for $300.
No way.
Yeah. So however, that guitar, I love it so much.
Wow.
I played it on every record I've ever recorded.
So the last question I got to ask you is: your friend that actually hated his job at Guitar Center, was it because everybody that came in wanted to play Stairway to Heaven?
There was a no stairway rule. Yeah.
Ken, thank you for your time and everything you're doing for Kindo.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.